Hey there everyone, and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my Vue CMS once again because it has been moved to my main website. It has replaced WordPress, and now when you go to alkalinethunder.wtf, you will actually see my own code running, and you get this page, which is a lot cooler than it used to be. Now, bitphoenixsoftware.com might break, you might get a what the fuck screen, but that's because the article format is no longer the same, so it breaks. But that's okay, because bitphoenixsoftware.com needs to die anyway. Well, with that said, two things before I begin this video. First of all is that I've redone my audio levels and my filters and everything, so it should sound a lot better now. I don't know what you guys think, but to me it sounds really good. I've been recording this many times because I keep screwing up, but the audio sounds really nice, so I'm happy with that. But let me know what you guys think of the audio, if it could be improved, what could be done to it, etc. And I will adjust based on that. The second thing I will mention is that, well, as you can see in the bottom right corner, you can see what looks like two monitors and a light-up keyboard. That's because that's exactly what it is. I have set up a Handcam. Now, I had to make a few sacrifices to get this to really work well. It's kind of laggy because it's streaming over Wi-Fi, but I bet it would be better over USB. But first of all, I'm recording this video at 30 frames per second, so you will no longer get 1080p 60 video from me, but that's fine because of what I do. It doesn't really require 60 frames per second anyway, so goodbye to that. I've also decreased screen resolution from 1920 by 1080 to 720p because, well, Tobias recommended me record at 1080p so that the text is readable, but my computer can barely handle recording these desktop recordings at 1080p without other things tanking, including the Handcam, so we're stuck at 720p, and I'm gonna have to apologize for that. But anyway, I'm going to start this video right now. Well, let's get into it. The first feature of this dev update is the fact that, well, I'm going to log out really quickly, and something you will find interesting is if you look at my monitors through the Handcam right now, you can actually see me zooming around, which is something I try to cut out of the actual video recording itself, because I know it's kind of distracting to see me panning around and stuff, but you can actually see it through the Handcam, which is kind of funny. But anyway, the first thing that's new is the login UI has been redone. It's now a mobile dialog, and this is the same for the create account UI. It has also been redone. They've both been redone, and if I click existing account on here, it'll take me to the login UI, which, funnily enough, for some reason layered the other dialog on top of it. I did not know that, and that's kind of buggy, but it kind of works. So I'm gonna log in as admin, so log in, and there we go. I'm now administrator, and we're good to go. So that's the login UI, but what else has changed? Well, Markdown has received some fixes thanks to Tobias's Markdown renderer working a bit better. For one, email addresses are no longer mangled, and what I mean by that is if I do email at example.com, you'll see that it actually shows up as email at example.com, whereas before it would show up as a bunch of HTML character codes to prevent cross-site scripting, because browsers can deal with those, but Vue.js deals with things a little differently, so we needed to disable mangling in that renderer, so that's been done, and emails show up properly as a result. The next thing is, now I'm having a bit of trouble getting it to work, but there should now be user mentions, and it's decided it doesn't want to work right now. Yeah, it's decided it really doesn't want to work right now, so that's great. But the idea is that you are able to mention people to link to their profile, and eventually when I get it all working, you can ping them, like on Discord, and that'll be for comments and stuff like that, but also for blog posts. If I shout someone out, they will be able to see it, so that's cool. Pings are implemented, I guess, sort of. They don't really do anything right now, they're kind of broken, but hey. Kind of cool, but yeah. The next Markdown fix requires going into a blog post to actually see it. But if I go into this ShiftOS blog post, which I really highly recommend you guys read because it is kind of it's a post-mortem of the development and what I've learned and stuff like that, so that's cool. But Markdown lists have been fixed. Previously they did not render correctly. The bold text wouldn't be rendered as actual bold text. That has been fixed. Tobias is a fucking legend. I love him. I love his Markdown renderer. I ranted and raved about it in the previous video too, so yeah. But anyway, there's that. The next thing is with profiles. They have been redone. Or not really redone, but they've been fleshed out. There's now a section for you to put Markdown, if you so choose. So you could ping people here if you wanted to, but Markdown is here, which is cool. You can edit some Markdown. You can also edit your About the Author section, which shows for everyone, but if you don't have the ability to make a blog post, then there's not really a point in treating it this way, or as an About the Author section. But if you want to tell people about yourself when they hover over your profile when I implement that, then that's what this is for. And to do that, you can actually go to this 3 dots menu and click Edit Profile. And this takes you to this dialog box where you get to enter your display name, which I have set to Michael. You can edit your About Me section, and you can go even further with your About Me section and enter in some Markdown, which displays right here to the left. So that's cool. Other than that, the only differences with profiles is that you can now upload your own avatar and cover photo, but I'd be aware of the fact that this is in active development, and there's a bug that I found in my deployment script where if a new version of this website is pushed to the server, any uploaded data as far as avatars, cover photos, and blog images goes, they'll be wiped. That's a bug with my deployment script. I have to fix that, yeah, that happened, and it's annoying, but oh well, bugs. But hey, you can still do it. You can always re-upload them if you need to or want to, so that's cool. I will fix the script though, don't worry. The next thing, the last thing I will show on the desktop version is the user accounts show in the administration panel now. You can now see who's joined the website, which you could not do before. And you can view their profile well, go to this page. So that's cool. And with that said, that is basically it for desktop. So we're going to switch over to mobile, and we're going to see what that looks like. So there's been some changes there, but I'm not going to do it through Inspect Element like I usually do. I'm actually going to pull out my phone and hook it up and actually record it so you guys can see what the app is like on real hardware on a phone. So let's do this. I will see you guys after the jump cut. Alrighty, welcome to my phone, and welcome to the mobile version of my new website. So there's a lot that's changed as far as the UI goes and how it works and stuff like that, and a lot of enhancements as well. So normally it would actually prompt me at the bottom to install it as an Android PWA, but I've already done that, so it's not prompting me anymore, but that is something you can do. I'm actually going to go ahead and open the PWA version of this. This is the new version. This is what we were seeing on the desktop. The funny thing is, you can actually swipe in from the left and there's your navigation menu, so that's cool. I didn't realize you could do that. That's something you can do. I'm gonna go into dark mode here, so it's easier on my eyes. So there's dark mode. So everything is looking pretty well the same, so that's cool. There's no real differences as far as that goes. Of course, the quick edit button is an icon on mobile as well, whereas before it wasn't, and it looks a bit better that way. The main difference between this version and the previous version as far as mobile mode goes is that the app bar is blue instead of gray, which gives it a little more personality, but it's really nothing more than that. But the dark theme toggle is at the top there, so yeah, we saw that. Other than that, your user menu is up here as well, so that's how you get to your profile and how you log out. There's also the secondary navigation menu, which is where you would find my Twitter, my Discord. All that stuff that was in the footer on the desktop is here in this secondary menu, and that's kind of buggy because there's 2 source code links, but that's the same way on desktop as well, so that's something I can easily fix. But if I go into administration, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna go into menus and actually delete that source code link. Source code, where is it? It's at the bottom. And there's a floating action button in the way, so that's cool. I still managed to hit the delete button though. So, yeah, delete. Alright, and that menu item's gone. So there's not really many changes on mobile as far as that goes, but I've just removed the extra source code links. That's cool, that's been fixed. On the fly bug fixing, but let's log out. And as you can see, the menu switches to a different kind of layout. There's your login. It looks the same as it does on desktop, minus a few bugs. It needs to be fixed, but hey, it kind of works. And there's your create account, which is, or if I could click it properly, but there's your create account, which is even more buggy right now. That needs to be fixed. Oh god, what is it doing? I need to fix this, definitely, but yeah. This app is kind of optimized for my S10, so smaller devices might have trouble rendering it, but I'm gonna try to fix those bugs. Like for example, this shouldn't happen. You shouldn't be able to scroll like this. That's a bug, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm gonna cancel, and I want to see if that bug is a thing on... Okay, so it's not a bug here. Alright, well, with that said, that's been the main features. I have also fixed a bug where the profile system, if you edit another user's profile, which I know is something only I can do, but theoretically, let's say you had admin and you could edit another user's profile. If you did, the client would kind of think you were logged in as them as soon as you hit save. That's been fixed. And a lot of other issues related to authentication and making sure you are who you are have been fixed, so don't worry. There's probably still a few hanging around in the source code, but I'm gonna fix them slowly. But with that said, I've been Michael, and this has been my first dev update of alkalinethunder.wtf rather than new.alkalinethunder.wtf. Say that 10 times really fast. But this has been my first dev update for that, and I'm really excited to see this working as my actual website because it's something I programmed. And I know there are a few bugs with it, but I'm excited to fix them and I'm excited to add new features. And with that said, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and, I guess, hit the subscribe button, or like, or comment, whatever you want to do, or even dislike. And if you like it even more, then we have a Discord server where you can come and hang out and talk to me and everyone else in the community as things like this get developed, and you can see my ranting and raving about various freaking problems with computers and stuff like that, and me setting things up and programming and all that stuff, and it's a cool place to hang out. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.